Greeting dear students. Today we'll be learning the T-shape account of various assets and liabilities. The previous lecture we have learned through modern approach that these are the various classifications of assets and liability. Asset account will have a debit balance, expense will have a debit balance, capital credit, liability credit, income and revenues will have a credit balance, and these are their increase. You need to give debit to assets. If you want to increase expense, debit to expense. Capital increase means credit, liability increase means credit, and income increase means credit. And likewise reverse process will be following for decrease in all these things. So today we'll be learning T-shape account of various assets and liabilities. So before going for numerical, let me give you an idea how this T-shape will be prepared. This is T-shape. So for example, if I am making assets account, in that case, this is my debit side and this is credit side. I told you that debit and credits are the two sides of an account. So on left hand side you will be writing debit, and on right hand side you will be writing credit. And in asset, in case of asset, this side is increase side. I will be recording all increases here. So this side is increase side and this side is decrease side. Likewise, in case if you make expense account, again T format, debit credit, this side is increase side and this side is decrease side. We classified for the purpose of modern rules, modern approach, all assets and liabilities into 5 parts. So this is assets, expense, and then capital. This is our internal liability, debit, credit, and this side is decrease side while this side is increase side. Then liability, external liability, it can be creditor, bills payable, outstanding expense. This is decrease side and increase side. And in case of income or revenue, like sales, debit, credit, so this side is decrease and this side is increase side. So today we'll be doing numericals which are based on the T-shape of these accounts. And before going for the numerical, I would like to tell you that the basic purpose of preparing this T-shape account is so that we'll be able to calculate the balance. And how to balance this account, this also we'll be learning in today's lecture. Yes. So let us go for first numerical according to T.S. Grewal's book. This numerical is question number 7. I hope you will be able to see this question number 7 on your screen. First is machinery purchased, machinery sold, and the amounts are also given to you. Next is machinery again purchased, machinery discarded, and then depreciation on machinery. So this is question number 7 of T.S. Grewal. So let us see how these items will be presented through T-shape account. This is question number 7 of T.S. Grewal's book. So first of all, you are buying machinery. Let me prepare T-shape machinery account. This is debit, credit. So what is the nature of machinery? It is an asset. So you know, in case of asset, this is increased side, debit is increased side, and this is decreased side. So you are buying machinery. Buying machinery means you are increasing machinery. So machinery purchase here, though we'll be doing the formal preparation of this particular account, but here we need to write the brief summary. 40,000 machinery sold. Machinery sold will decrease this. So second is machinery sold. If you wish, you can draw a line here just to differentiate the headings and the amounts. Machinery sold is 10,000. Next, machinery purchase. Again you purchase machinery in the third transaction, and this time you are buying machinery for 8,000. Next, machinery discarded. Machinery discarded will be recorded here. It will reduce your machinery. Machinery discarded is 14,000. Then depreciation. Depreciation will also reduce your machinery. Depreciation on machinery, it is 1,000. So now the critical point is, now you need to see the balance. How to balance? What are the steps in balance? Steps in balancing an account. So first of all, through observation, first step. Through observation, you can see which side is more. So if you observe both the sides, this side is more. So first of all, observe which side is more. This is through observation. So write the total of that on both the sides. Write the total of higher side on both sides. So total here total is 48,000. So we'll write 48,000 here, and here also the lower side will also be writing 48,000, but you need to leave a gap, because this gap will be the balancing figure. So how much balance? How to calculate the balance? Next is calculate difference between sum total of a higher side and sum total of lower side. So as per our example, this is 48,000, and here also you can add it up. This is 10, this total is 25,000. So in our example, 48,000 minus 25,000. So and the balancing figure is 23,000. Now the next step is write the balance on the lower side. So here the balance will be 23,000 will be writing on the lower side. So this is how we are required to make the T-shaped account. Now let us move to the next question. In next question, let us see what is there in next question. Question number 6. Sorry, question number 8. You can see question number 8 on your screen. Open T-shape, this question I am talking about. Open T-shape account, T-shape cash account. Mohan started business with cash, purchased goods, sold goods, paid rent, paid salary, drew for personal use. So let us open cash account here. Based on similar lines. Question number 8. Cash account is again your asset, so we'll follow the same rules here also. So in the first case, Mohan started business with cash. So when Mohan will start the business, it is going to increase through capital. So the first item is 40,000. Then he purchased goods. Purchase goods will reduce. So purchase will be written here 20,000. This is decrease side. You can mention here decrease, and this is increase side. Next is sold goods. So when you sell goods, you will receive cash. Third transaction, sold goods for, and the amount which is given is 24,000. Then paid rent. Fourth transaction, rent paid is 400. Then salary paid is 600. Then due for personal use, drawings. How much drawings? Drawings are 1,000. And again, through observation, we will follow all these steps. Now observation side is more. This is 24,000, and this is 22,000. So I can write here in my rough note, debit side total, sigma debit side is 64, while sigma credit side is 22,000. So which side is more? Debit side is more. So write the debit total on both the sides like this, and you need to leave a line on the lower side. This is the balancing figure. So your balancing figure will be this minus this. So this is 42,000. So this is how we prepare cash account. Now we'll be doing one more numerical with some different category. So the next category is related to creditor. This is my question number 9. Let us see what is given in question number 9. Not question number, yes, question number 9. Open T-shape. I hope you will be able to see this on your screen. Open T-shape account of creditor Rakesh and write the following: goods purchased from Rakesh on credit, then goods returned to Rakesh and paid to Rakesh, and then purchase of goods from Rakesh on credit. So this Rakesh is our creditor. So let us see, we will be applying opposite rule for recording in this. So let us prepare, this is my question number 9. T-shape account and Rakesh, and Rakesh is my creditor. So in case of creditor, you will have a opposite. Let me show you. Creditor is a liability, so this side will be decrease, debit side will be decrease, and credit side will be increase. So in the first case, what is happening? First case, we are buying goods from Rakesh. So when you purchase goods from Rakesh, it will the balance of Rakesh will increase. So purchase of goods on credit. If cash transaction is given to you, in that case, Rakesh account will not come. So 50,000 here. Next, goods returned to Rakesh. So when you are returning goods, this account will reduce. This is purchase return. How much you are returning? We are returning 5,000 to Rakesh. Next, paid to Rakesh. So when you make payment, his account will reduce because this will reduce our liability. Payment to Rakesh, and the amount of payment is 20,000. Now next is purchase goods from Rakesh on credit. Now again you are buying further purchases. Purchase of goods. Further purchases are 10,000. And now it's time for balancing. Through observation, you can observe that this side is higher and the total of this side is 60,000. So sigma credit side is 60, while sigma debit side is 25,000. So the balancing figure will be 35. This is my balancing figure. So 60 will be written on both the sides, but on the lower side we need to write the balance amount. Balance is 35,000. So this is how we calculate the balance. So this way you can try other numericals. Question number 10, 11, 12 and 13. So try question number 10, 11, 12 and 13 of T.S. Sewal in the similar manner, where you need to record the transactions like this. So this is a sort of rough format, you can say rough T format. Otherwise formally we'll be doing ledgers, and through that ledger we'll be able to learn the proper balancing of that particular account. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.